Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our journey through the life of the most magnificent human being, our Al-Habib, Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. In our last episode, we witnessed the heavy and holy moment of the first revelation in the cave of Hira. Today, we enter a new phase, the phase of building the foundation. We will talk about the first believers, the brave souls who saw the light when the rest of the world was in darkness. After the first revelation, Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wasallam did not go out immediately to shout the message in the streets of Mecca. Instead, he began the stage of ad-da'wa as-sirriya, the secret call. Why was it secret? It wasn't because of fear. It was because Mecca was drowning in idol worship, and this new message needed a strong foundation. Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wasallam began by inviting those closest to him, those who knew his honesty, his purity, and his heart. The very first person to believe, without a single second of doubt, was our mother, Khadija bint Khuwaylid radiyallahu anha. She was the pillar of support, the wise mind, and the loving heart that stood by the Prophet in the most difficult moments. And from among the men, it was his dearest friend and lifelong companion, Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiyallahu anhu. Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wasallam said about him, "Ma da'awtu ahadan ila al-Islam illa kanat lahu anhu kabwatun wa nadharun wa taraddud illa Aba Bakrin ma 'ituma anhu hina dhakartuhu lah." I never invited anyone to Islam except that they showed some hesitation or doubt, except for Abu Bakr. He did not hesitate for a moment when I mentioned it to him. My dear brothers and sisters, following the footsteps of these great companions is a journey for our own souls. If you want to help us continue this series and reach more people with the beauty of the seerah, please subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. Your support is the engine that keeps us moving forward in sharing the light of Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Now let's look at the younger generation of the first Muslims. From the children, the first to accept Islam was Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu anhu. He was only 10 years old at the time, but even as a child, Ali had a heart like a mountain. Living in the house of Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he saw the truth with his own eyes and followed it immediately. And from the freed slaves, there was Zayd ibn Haritha. Zayd loved Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wasallam so much that when his own father came to take him home, Zayd chose to stay with the Prophet instead. These four, Khadija, Abu Bakr, Ali, and Zayd, were the first stones in the magnificent building of Islam. But the message did not stop there. Abu Bakr as-Siddiq was a man who was loved and respected by everyone in Mecca. He didn't just keep the truth to himself, he began to talk to those he trusted. Because of Abu Bakr, 5 giants of Islam entered the faith, men who would later be among the 10 promised paradise. On his hands, these great men accepted Islam. Uthman ibn Affan, Al-Zubayr ibn Al-Awwam, Abdul Rahman ibn Auf, Sa'd ibn Abi Waqqas, Talha ibn Ubaidillah. Imagine the rewards of Abu Bakr. Every good deed these giants did for the rest of history is also in his scale of good deeds. As the number of Muslims grew, they needed a place to meet away from the eyes of the leaders of Quraysh. They needed a school to learn the Quran and to be raised by Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They chose a house on the outskirts of Mecca at the foot of Mount Safa. It was the house of a young man named Al-Arqam ibn Abi Al-Arqam. This house, known as Dar al-Arqam, became the first school in Islam. Inside those walls, the hearts were purified, the verses were recited, and the characters of the Sahaba were built. For 3 long years, the da'wah remained secret. It was a time of quiet growth. The Muslims were learning that faith is not just words, it is patience, it is sacrifice, and it is a deep connection with Allah. My dear brothers and sisters, this is how the dawn began, with a few individuals in Mecca who held the truth while the rest of the world was in darkness. They were few in number, but they were massive in faith. The stage was being set for a much bigger challenge. In our next episode, we will talk about the moment Allah commanded Al-Habib sallallahu alayhi wasallam to go public. We will see him standing on the hill of Safa, calling all of Mecca, and the beginning of the difficult years of persecution. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Please share this episode to be part of spreading the seerah. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon you. Assalamu alaikum.